Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's problem of the day is number of laser beams in a bank. So if you read the problem statement, you will find some difficulty to understand this problem because they made this problem statement looks like complex, but this is an easier one. So I will explain you the problem statement in simple terms. So we are given with an array which contains a strings like this. So what does the string contains is it contains the binary numbers, nothing but zeros and ones. So 0 indicates that there is nothing in that place, and 1 indicates there is a laser security device at that place. So what we are supposed to calculate is we are supposed to calculate the number of laser beams from that bank. So this input bank is represented here. So this is nothing but first string, and this is second string, and this is third string, and this is the fourth string. So if you observe carefully, so from the first string which contains the number of ones is nothing but the laser devices. So we can find the from these three beams we are getting the three beams to here. I mean 3 into 2 6 beams here for the next two beams, and from these two laser security devices we are getting two beams for the next device, which is nothing but one. So what I'm telling to do is we are supposed to calculate all these beams here. So how we can let's solve this problem in Java. So how we can solve this problem is we need to count the number of ones in each string, and we need to multiply with the last one. I mean last one in the sense last string number of ones, and we will add it to the uh, uh, total beams variable. So uh, let's declare a variable called total beams or beams. Int beams equal to 0, and I will initialize it to 0, and I will also take a variable called last, and I will initialize it to 0. I am using this last variable to store the number of ones in the last one. Remember, if the last string doesn't contains any number of ones, we are supposed to consider the previous last one like that. At first I need to calculate number of ones in the first string, nothing but this string. So how we can calculate is for int I equal 0, I less than I of bank of 0 dot length. So bank of 0 will gives the first string, and dot length function will give gives the length function, I mean length of the particular string. So if bank of I, so for strings we can't use the indexing, so for that I am using the caret function. Caret of, here we need to keep 0, not I. Here we need to keep I. Caret of I double equal to 1. So if it is 1, then I will increment the counter. I will declare a counter variable here. Sorry, we can directly update the last variable here. Uh, we can remove this for now. So we got the first number of ones in the first string in the array. So what we are supposed to do is now we need to iterate from index 1 of the given array. For I equal to 1, I less than bank dot length. So what we need to do is I will declare a variable count in order to count the number of ones in the particular string, and I will have another for loop which will iterate over the string j equal 0, j less than bank of I dot length j plus plus. So if bank of I dot caret of j W equal to 1, then increment the counter. So for every iteration I need to increment the answer variable. Answer plus equal to last into count. Last equal to count. So what we are doing is I'm multiplying the last number of ones with the current number of ones. I mean the number of ones which we got for the last string with the current string. But remember, if we got the count as 0, I mean here we have no ones, we will get the 0, which will result to the answer as a 0. So for that I will show you. Oh, I forgot to put colon here. I forgot to colon here to put. Okay. So our variable name is beams, not answer. Here also we need to keep beams. So if you see here, we are getting 2 as an output, but what it is doing is it is multiplying these two ones with this one. Uh, as a result, we are getting 2. For that, what we are supposed to do is, if count not equal to 0, then only we need to do this. I mean, then only we are supposed to mark last as a C. Otherwise, we should not mark. So if you see here, it is passing the sample test case. Let's submit the solution. It is passing all the test cases. So that's it for the video. If you have any another approach, please post in the comment section. Thanks for watching.